Hey everyone, welcome back to the Investor for Life channel. Today I've got an exciting topic to discuss, the YieldMax TSLY ETF. So if you're a Tesla fan or interested in income strategies, then this video is for you. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit that notification button so you never miss out on the latest content. My goal in this video is to show you how you can turn one share of TSLY into just over $9 million. Starting with just one share and ending with $9 million. Doesn't that sound fantastic? It's possible, so stay tuned and we'll show you how that's going to happen. All right, let's get started by breaking down what the YieldMax TSLY ETF is and how it works. And to do that, we're going to jump right onto the YieldMax ETF webpage, and we're going to cover here just the TSLY option within that page. So that way all the information you're seeing is coming directly from them and directly from their website. So the YieldMax ETF, or TSLY ETF, is relatively new, but it's an ETF that's designed to promote income to investors while utilizing option strategies related to Tesla. So let's see how this works. So the fund overview here, the YieldMax TSLA Option Income Strategy ETF TSLY is an actively managed fund that seeks to generate monthly income by selling, writing call options on Tesla. Tsly pursues a strategy that is aimed to harvest compelling yields while retaining capped participation in the price gains of Tesla. And we're going to cover that a little bit more here in the video. But as you can see here, the fund does not invest directly in Tesla. So investing in this fund involves a high degree of risk. So the fund strategy will cap its potential gains if Tesla shares increase in value. The fund strategy is subject to all potential losses of TSLA, Tesla. Shares decrease in value, which may not be offset by income received by the fund. The fund may not be suitable for all investors. So guys, please do your homework on Tesla. Just some of the things I'm going to talk about in this video are purely entertainment purposes only. You're going to have to do your own research. I am not a financial advisor in no way, no how. This is just to show you what could be possible. So please do your own homework. So now that we understand the basics, let's dig into the investment strategy employed by Tsly. So the Tsly ETF strategy involves holding a portfolio of Tesla stock and then selling out of the money call options on that stock. By doing so, it could potentially benefit from the income generated by selling those call options while still participating in the potential upside of the Tesla stock price. According to their website here, they do have an objective listed that the fund's primary investment objective is to see current income. I mean, granted, it is a ETF that sells covered call options, so the entire basis of what this ETF does is to generate income. So the fund's secondary investment objective is to seek exposure to the share price of the common stock of Tesla, subject to a limit on potential investment gains. So, the secondary investment here is to promote Tesla. If you get more people buying into Tesla or get more popularity, more volatility towards Tesla, the more potential income that the ETF can generate. So some of the positives for the TSLY ETF, first being the distribution rate, has a yield percentage of 52.73 at the time of this filming. This is subject to change, but at the time of this filming, 52% is out of this world unheard of. One reason why, you'll be able to turn that one share into what it's going to become when I show you. So you see the distribution frequency is monthly, so you will get paid every month on this stock. So if you're talking dividend snowball, every month that has the potential to grow. So if you come down, we'll look here, the distributions. You can see up until this last month of September was 58 cents, but it's edged anywhere from 44 cents up to $1.06. So as long as they're going to continue to pay out these high dividends, these high monthly dividends, there's good potential to see a lot more people flocking into the ETF and a lot more shares being bought up. So the YieldMax Tsly ETF has the potential to provide investors with a constant and consistent stream of income through the premiums collected from selling those call options. This can be particularly attractive for income-oriented investors. But of course, no investment comes without its potential risks as well. The primary risk is that if Tesla's stock price rises significantly, the ETF gains from the stock may be capped by the obligation to sell the stock at a predetermined strike price due to the covered call option. Essentially, the investor is only going to make so much once that price is capped out. If the fund is determined to be sold at price X, then that's where it sells, but the investor is only going to make the money off of that, even if the stock price rises above that. Another risk is that the underlying stock price itself fluctuates. And with an ETF such as this, it can fluctuate quite a bit. So if you go back to basically the inception of this ETF, the price started out at 26.56. You can see within 1 month dropped down to 13 bucks. So how would you feel knowing that you got in at this and all of a sudden lost nearly $8-9 right out the get-go? It did come back up a little bit, and then drop back down, and was at 14.67 as of September 1st. All right, so let's get into the fun stuff. So how can we turn one share of TSLY into just over $9 million? So if you go to marketbeat.com and get into their dividend calculator, awesome tool, it's free to use. It'll help you to see the future potential of any holding. So in our case, I'm just go up here, I'm going to type in TSLY, it should pop up on the screen there, and it's going to autofill quite a few options for you. It's an individual stock, it's monthly payer, we want the drip on, absolutely. Number of shares, we're going to change that to 1, right? We want 1 share. So 13.17 is the current price. Annual contribution, let's say we can put in $100 a week into Tsly. $100 a week divided by 13.17, give or take, is about 7.5 shares that you'll be able to pick up per week. So got your normal tax rate, everything that's already pre-filled. Initial dividend yield, 36%, we'll call it. A little different than the 53% on the website. This is taking into effect the current share price. So with your expected annual dividend increase and the annual share increase with the 20 years invested. Now this is just going off of what this states here. Granted, the price fluctuation could change a lot. It could grow more, it could grow less, as well as the dividend with it fluctuating. But just based off what this is giving us now, and what we're currently seeing in the current kind of trend with the holding. So you click down here on calculate dividends. So after 20 years, you'll see your ending balance here is $9.7 million, made just over 9,000% with a 25% average annual return. Can't complain about that, right? And you'll see here, for the first couple of years, you're kind of just holding steady. But then you start to get to about year 10 or 11, things really start to take off. And you'll see the difference here from year to year. So you just scroll down, come down here. So year 1, you have your 1 share. And so with your $5,200 contribution per year, that's your $100 a week. With kind of the current growth increases and everything that it's giving you now, your new balance will be $5,200, and you'll have 384 shares. So you take that 384, go into year 2, the same predicament. Now you'll own 891 shares, right? So if we skip all the way to year 20, you'll begin that year with 304,000 shares. You'll end with 411. We'll say 411,000 shares, which is roughly $9.7 million. So could you imagine starting with just 1 share? If you're able to put that $100 a week into Tsly, $400 a month, give or take, you'll be sitting on a nest egg in 20 years of $9.7 million. Who out there does not want that? Now, of course, take that for a grain of salt. Prices are going to change, the dividend's going to change. But if this is kind of just a what if, right? Even at $9.7 million, let's say the share price doesn't appreciate at 3%, or the dividend growth doesn't appreciate at 3%. What if it's only half that? You're still looking at, $4 to $5 million that you're sitting on. So this is one reason why Tsly is so attractive to so many people. So it is an innovative way to invest and to invest in Tesla while generating income through the option strategies. So I hope this video was helpful. Please drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of Tsly. What you've seen today is actually possible. And if this is something that you guys are already working on, or interested in starting, if you guys have any more questions, I will try to answer them the best I can. But please do your research, guys. Please do your research before you make any investment decisions. I know sometimes looking at this market beat here and this calculator, seeing this, sometimes it just gets those creative juices flowing that we want to just go ahead and dive in so that we can reach this. But again, this is pure speculation. So please do your research. Don't invest blindly, okay, guys? But let me know what you think of the video. Please drop a comment below. And as always, happy investing.